Hey everyone, happy Wednesday, and oh my God, today has been crazy. Welcome to the very first episode of the Happy Workaholic show. That's right, you've heard it here first. My show is starting today. It's been such a whirlwind the last few months. I've really been wanting to do this for a while now, and the timing just wasn't right with getting sick and going through chemo treatments. But now I don't have another one till June, so I'm getting back into the grind of work, and this was one of my projects that I've been wanting to do forever. So here it is. So welcome to episode number 1. Now you're probably wondering what this show is all about. So first of all, I have a podcast called The Happy Workaholic, which you can download on iTunes or Stitcher or Google Play. And I really wanted to turn this podcast I have into a video format as well, hence this show. So everybody that I work with or people that I come across online, they're always asking me the same questions about 3 different topics. And those topics are, this piece of hair is driving me nuts, business, LinkedIn, and my life. So obviously I need to talk about those 3. So that is what this show is going to be all about. Business, LinkedIn, and my life. And what I really want to focus on, because I'm the most passionate about these 3 things, are service, selling, and social media. How can you provide the best service to your clients, customers, or guests? How do you elevate your brand on social media? How do you even use certain pages? And how do you sell? How do you pitch? Now, you're probably wondering how I have experience and why I even want to talk about these 3 S's, which I call service, selling, and social media. So the reason why I want to talk about them is because they're the 3 keys that have helped me succeed in my business. No matter it didn't matter if I was working in restaurants, I was a professional makeup artist traveling the world, I was working as a high profile personal assistant, or jet setting on private jets, and then working on board luxurious yachts. Those are just a couple samples of the last 20 years of my life. And it didn't matter what the career I was in at the time. You always have to go above and beyond and provide the best service to somebody that you're working with, or even if it's a friend online. You always want to know how to sell correctly. Some social media platforms, there's certain ways that you're going to want to pitch to someone or contact them in general. And as far as social media, there's a different language that needs to come across on different pages. So that's what I'm going to focus this show on, is service, selling, and social media. And it's going to all be about business, LinkedIn, and my life. So welcome to episode 1. Like I said, my name is Kellyanne Gorman, and I am a business and LinkedIn coach as well as a luxury brand consultant. So if you visit thehappyworkaholic.com, you'll see that I've just newly upgraded and revamped all of my business coaching programs, as well as my Leverage Your LinkedIn profile creation and coaching program. So those are the 2 that I really want to talk to today about on this show, because so many people ask me the same questions all the time. So I thought I'd take the time after introducing myself and telling you what this show is going to be all about. I want to speak to the questions that everyone is always asking me about. So number 1, the first question I want to answer for everyone is about their LinkedIn. They're always asking me, people that just message me on LinkedIn, or I meet in Facebook groups here, or they message me on my Facebook page, or contact me via my website or Instagram stories. It doesn't matter where they contact me. It's always the same 3. Like, what do I need to stand out? So I'm going to tell you today, I'm starting off this new year giving you all of my tips, tricks, and triumphs. That's what I just came up with earlier this morning, because that's really what I want this show to be about, is sharing everything I know about business and LinkedIn and whatever happens in my crazy life. So the 3 most important LinkedIn features that you need to have. It doesn't matter if you are starting a brand new profile or you need to upgrade your website and change your whole LinkedIn profile, you always need to make sure that number one, you have a profile picture that is current and up to date and it looks like you. So if somebody meets you in the line at Starbucks and recognizes you, they know that's you from your LinkedIn, and then you can immediately get a conversation going about what you're doing for work and maybe even collaborate down the road. So you want to make sure that you look the same online as you do in person. You also want to make sure you have an attention-grabbing headline photo. So for example, my profile, I literally just have my branding and what it is that I do, because it almost acts as a call to action. So if somebody comes across my LinkedIn profile and they see that I'm a business and LinkedIn coach and that I'm a luxury brand consultant and they have a luxury brand, they're very curious as to what it is that I do and who I've worked with before. So that's going to want them to visit my LinkedIn page and later send me a message and connect. So those are two very important items. The third is I'm actually going to give you 4. The third is actually your headline call to action. Oh my God, I'm losing my train of thought because I was so excited about this show and I'm trying to do it without notes in front of me. You want to make sure that your headline on your LinkedIn profile is a call to action. It immediately tells people what it is that you do. You want people to know right off the bat, okay, you're a business and LinkedIn coach, you're a consultant. Who do you consult with? Go, and immediately they'll come to your profile to read your bio. And this is where the last one comes in. You want to make sure that your bio on LinkedIn tells a story. And I've said this on a lot of my podcasts and in blogs I've written before, especially on LinkedIn and Medium, that in the very beginning when I started LinkedIn, oh my God, maybe like 6 or 7 years ago, I was so professional, just like everybody else. It was my online resume. It was like all bullet points, and my personality, as you can tell, is definitely not very, I'm very outgoing. I have a sense of humor. I like to laugh. My personality is one of my sales tools. You definitely want to come across, like I said, if you're waiting in line at Starbucks and come across somebody that you've met via LinkedIn and now you're meeting in person, you definitely want your personality to shine just like it does online. So you want your bio to tell a story. So I'll use my profile again as an example. I've definitely had a crazy last 20 years of my work history. I've worked on over 50 cruise ships and yachts. That's definitely not normal. Most people that work in those industries stay on board the cruise ship for a contract or have 6 months or a year. I have friends that have even been on yachts for 10 years now, staying on board those vessels. The reason why I jumped on so many boats was because of my career. So the reason why I worked on so many cruise ships was because I was a national artist for Lancome. I was a professional makeup artist. I went on ships to train all the makeup artists on board. I did seminars for all the guests. So I was on a head mic for like over 1,000 people at a time. It was so nerve-wracking. And I did makeup for all the guests on board as well. So I had to train a lot of makeup artists, and every week or 2 weeks, I was on a different cruise ship. So basically, it was like my job was on land if I was going to Nordstrom and Neiman Marcus and Bloomingdale's and training all the artists and doing events in the stores like you always see. But I happened to be on cruise ships. And the reason why I had that job is because I wanted it and I helped create it. So we're going to save that story for a whole nother show. But the reason why I was on so many yachts is because as a U.S. citizen, you get taxed very hard with the salary that you make on board these yachts. And I wanted to work for a lot of people. And I worked for a circle of friends, a large circle of friends. I also had 3 different agents in the yachting industry that got me a lot of jobs. So I basically freelanced. And so I was hopping on different boats. And then I would be like a filling girl or a trainer. And I've held so many jobs on yachts that we'll get into that story on another show too. But that's the reason why I jumped around on so many yachts. So over 50 for both cruise ship and yacht. Like that, nobody does that. That's definitely not normal. And so I have to explain that story in my bio because people are going to say, oh my, like, look at me, like, why did you work on all these boats? Like, are you serious? Did you really do this? Did you get fired? Did you quit? Like, what was it that you did, because a lot of people are so curious. So that's the answer. And in my bio, I have to use my personality and I have to tell my story. And I really have to grab the attention of people who they're going to want to work with me. And for somebody that's looking for somebody that's been in the yachting industry for years or has been on cruise ships, even somebody that a lot of travel agents reach out to me asking me what it is that I did, if I was crew, if I went on as a guest, which I did, how many times I had to clear customs, just because I'm very familiar with traveling all over the place. Literally, one week I'd be in Panama. The next week I was in Alaska, then Hawaii, then back to Rhode Island to visit my friends. It was just like crazy, intense, but I loved every minute of it. But you really just need to streamline everything that you've done and show your personality and show how it is, you want to come across to people the correct way. So there's ways to do that, and that is by using your bio. And this is the section that allows you an opportunity to do that, because you can put like a full paragraph. At the end, you always want to have another call to action. So I have my email, my personal cell phone number, as well as my Instagram handle, because I post on stories there every single day. So I want my LinkedIn tribe to come hang out with me on Instagram and vice versa. So I'm trying really hard to build my online community, and that is something else I want to talk to you about, is that it doesn't matter what you do for work, what industry you're in, how long you've been in it. If you're trying to turn your passion project into a profitable business, you're just launching a blog, your time is worth money. And you're working your rear end off trying to do this launch, or you're working hard to get out of your 9-to-5 to figure out a different career, that you want to be self-employed or do something different. And your time is so valuable. I don't know about you, but first thing when I wake up, I do my quick meditation. I am like obsessively organized when it comes to my time and my planner. In my appointments, I have to stay organized. I have a highlighting system. I have like 5 different colors I use for different things on my planner. But when I open my month at a glance, I see different colors and I know automatically where it is I need to be, how many appointments I have with this person, what I'm working on throughout the month. So you really need to schedule your time accordingly, because it's worth money. And it doesn't matter what you charge. If you charge $25 or $2,000, your time is worth money. So when it comes to social media, you definitely want to take advantage of automation. And again, I've talked about this app so many times on my podcast and on LinkedIn and my Medium blog and Instagram stories. Like, I'm always talking about this app because I love it so much. It's free, first of all. So it's called If This Then That. So if you go to ifttt.com, download the app tonight. It's going to change your life. You can automate everything from high-tech alarms in your house or kitchen appliances, lighting outside your house. I think there's one for washers and dryers. You know, a lot of our appliances now, we have apps on our phones. So this helps automate something in that specific appliance. Or if you have something on your computer, that's just like home and personal stuff. There's literally thousands of them. And you just go into their little search engine and type the keyword of what it is, and they call them recipes. A recipe will automatically pop up and it will show you how you can trigger it. So how you can get it to automate. So for example, if you want to turn your lights on at your house at 5 o'clock every night, you can do that. And now the best part for this app, IFTTT, If This Then That, is it automates your social media. I don't know when I came across this app. I think it was like a year ago, and it literally changed my life. So many people that I meet, like, you're all over the place. You're on Instagram, you're on Facebook, but people that run a business online and have digital businesses and are coaching online and blogging online, you just literally live online like myself. You don't have time to be posting all these things. So when it comes to this app, I literally post once. I post on Instagram and it feeds everywhere else. So I'm getting eyes on my content by posting once. So I post on Instagram. From Instagram, it goes to a Pinterest album. From my Pinterest album, it goes to Twitter. It also posts my Medium post to my LinkedIn and my LinkedIn post to Medium. So I'm cross-promoting those pages. And I have it set up a million other ways. I think I have like 25 recipes. You can even post New York Times articles. You can post weather. You literally can choose between thousands of recipes to create what you want to post on social media. So that is my little tip I wanted to share with you regarding social media, is that I use an app called IFTTT. So just go to ifttt.com, download the app. I'm not getting paid by this company. I just really love their app because it saves me time, and my time is worth a lot of money. So if I need to get a lot of content out for myself or clients, that's the app I use. It's free. It's amazing. If you guys have any questions, just send me a message here on Facebook and I'll give you my 2 cents. But something else I wanted to talk to you about today is that about staying organized in your personal and professional life. Now that you're going to set up everything to be automated, you want to make sure that you stay organized too. Like I said, first thing when I wake up, I do a short meditation, and then I look in my planner and see what my day and my week is like, and if I need to move anything around. And I'm very scheduled. So I actually created this document. Again, it's free. It's called the Entrepreneur's Daily Guide to Greatness. And it's just a simple PDF, one-sheet PDF that you can download. And I'll send it to you. If you sign up for my VIP newsletter, which actually goes out every Wednesday night, so you'll be getting them tonight if you sign up probably within the next hour or two, it automatically gets sent to you. So this one-page document called the Entrepreneur's Daily Guide to Greatness is a, like I said, one-page document, PDF. You just print it out, and it basically just tells you and keeps you organized. Little tips and tricks I've created, what to do, what to jot down, Monday through Sunday, all from prepping meals to how much water you're drinking, like your daily intake, to your social media posts, and more work and personal columns as well. So if you're interested in just like a short and sweet one-page PDF document I created, the Entrepreneur's Daily Guide to Greatness, if you sign up for my VIP newsletter, they will get sent out to you. If you don't want to subscribe to my VIP newsletter, then just shoot me a message here and I'll send it over to you. So don't stress out about that. It's totally fine. I created it for everybody, but it just automatically gets sent out to anybody that is subscribing to my VIP newsletter email list. So that's that. And I think there's one other thing. Oh my gosh, yes. So the Happy Workaholic podcast, I have episodes every Friday. The Happy Workaholic show, which you're watching now, episode 1, is going to be every Wednesday. So I have a busy week. But the whole purpose of this show is to share all of my tips, tricks, and triumphs with you regarding everything service related, social media related, and selling related when it comes to business and LinkedIn. And then, of course, I'm going to be sharing a little bit of my life as well, because why not? But those are the like I said earlier in this show, those are the 3 most common things I get asked about all the time, is business tips and tricks, and what do I do with my LinkedIn? How do I upgrade it? How do I make it more approachable? How do I make money from working online? All those fun questions. We're going to dive deeper into those every week. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or ideas, or anything you want me to answer for you on a specific show, even if you don't want me to say your name, you want to be anonymous, just let me know. But we can absolutely go over those topics. If you want me to mention something on my podcast, just feel free to message me right here on Facebook. And if you have any questions regarding any of my one-on-one business coaching programs or my Leverage Your LinkedIn profile creation and coaching program, which is basically me coaching you how to upgrade and revamp your LinkedIn profile. But I'm doing the work for you while I coach you. So you're going to learn while I do it. So that's that. I love it. I have a client in a couple minutes actually, and I'm super excited because we kind of weren't working together throughout the holidays because they're crazy. And now that it's 2018, we are getting back on track. So her LinkedIn is going to be flawless very soon. And I'm sorry my camera is like moving like crazy. I'm trying so hard to keep it still, but I've had a lot of coffee today to get everything done. But again, thank you so much for tuning in to the very first episode of the Happy Workaholic Show. If you want to listen to any of my podcasts, there are 40 up now, and you can listen to them on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and one more that's going to launch on another outlet, which I hopefully will have at the end of this week. But if you need any other information about joining the Happy Workaholic Network, you can just visit thehappyworkaholic.com, and that's where you'll find out all the information about everything that I've just discussed. And let me just look at my notes one more time, because I'm a stickler for notes. And if you don't write things down, they're not going to happen. So everything happened. So I wrote it down. My list is complete, and here's my proof. So again, thank you guys so much for listening to and watching my very first show for the Happy Workaholic. And they will be every Wednesday, probably around this time in the afternoon. I've taken a few surveys from my East Coast friends and clients, and later is better. So I'm trying to do later in the afternoon here in Vegas. But I also wanted to give you one more quick offer. So, because it's the beginning of the new year, and a lot of people are asking me about social media and coaching and web design, which I also do on the side through WordPress, that I've been using for 10, 11 years. I don't know how to code. I just know how to design. So I basically just listen to what somebody is saying about their business, and I translate it onto paper where I sketch, and then I design their site and their social media pages and anything else that they need. And it just really gives me like that rush, that fire. Like, I really love working with people who are serious about their business and want to elevate their brand and like really get it to the next level. So that's another thing that I'm doing is WordPress web design. So between the coaching, the LinkedIn, the WordPress web design, I wanted to offer the viewers tonight until Friday a 50% off special. So if you are interested in working with me privately, one-on-one, I have 4 very powerful coaching sessions available, which you can see on thehappyworkaholic.com. And if you go to leverageyourlinkedin.com, and I'm going to put all these links below because I'm like spitting out so many websites right now, but everything is 50% off. Just mention that you saw my very first episode of this show, and I'm offering 50% off only until Friday. So let me know if you guys are interested, and also if you have any topics that you want to discuss, whether it's business or LinkedIn related, service, selling, or social media, this is a place that you will want to come to get it answered. And I'm so excited that I'm finally launching this Wednesday, January 3rd. And I hope to see you guys soon. And if you have any other questions about the show or anything else I talked about, just shoot me a message right here on Facebook. And if you're on Instagram, you can find me at KKinVegas. And lastly, if you want to sign up for my VIP email list, that's the newsletters are going out tonight like they do every Wednesday night, you can go to kellyanngorman.com for that. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I'm going to see you very soon. Bye.